Hey guys, it's Colin here at eTrailer, and today we have a 2019 Subaru Ascent. We've been test fitting some hitch-mounted accessories. Right now we have the etrailer.Com tilting and folding cargo carrier loaded up. This is a really great solution that you can mount to your hitch. This is going to solve a lot of issues when it comes to conserving on space inside your Subaru. For those longer road trips, you can get some luggage out here, maybe some other cargo, so that you have more elbow and leg room on the inside for the duration of your trip. Now, this is a really high quality carrier. There's a lot of different features we'll go over to show why it is very high quality. To start, it's got a 500-pound weight capacity. That should be more than enough to get your stuff loaded up and secured. And our raised side rails all the way around the sides are going to make for great tie-down points. You will need to make sure you provide yourself with some tie-down straps of some sort, whether it's ratchet straps, cam buckle straps, maybe even bungee cords. That we do have those available here at eTrailer if you find that you are short on some. Now for usable space, what's nice is that the inside dimensions from inside rail to inside rail are going to be 60 inches on the width right there. For the length, be 24 inches. And then on the depth from the bottom right here to the top of the rail is going to be 5.5 inches. So you got a lot of storage space in here. A lot of times the title of cargo carriers will say 60 by 24 cargo carrier, but that always refers to the outside dimensions. Well, if you do the measurement on the thickness of the rails, that's an inch on the length and width you're losing for storage space, which could mess up if you're measuring, trying to find out if your cargo is going to fit in the carrier. Now we also have a nice mesh bottom to it. It's kind of graded. It's going to help for easy cleaning. So if you haul some muddy gear home, maybe on a hunting trip, and you don't want to put anything on the inside of your vehicle and dirty up the floorboard, you can store it out here, strap it down, and when you get home, just take a power washer or a hose and spray it off, then you'll be good to go for next time. Now on to some of the features that really set us apart from others is that when you got cargo loaded, a lot of times getting rear hatch access is difficult. So you can see right here, I'll try to stop that automatic opener. And we'll let it go up. A lot of times you see that it's swung out and kind of went on the inside of the carrier right there. We'll see if we can get a rough measurement for you guys. It's about, go one more time up. It was about 21 inches, meaning that when you have your cargo stacked about 21 inches high, that's when your Subaru Ascent's trunk will make contact with your cargo. Now, if you have cargo stacked that high, but you need to access something in a trunk, and like you see right here, with the automatic opening trunk, you can't really control it too well. So what we can do instead, we'll shut that, is we can tilt it away from the Subaru. Now, if you have a lot of weight on here, 300-400 pounds, I'd always advise getting an extra set of hands. You don't want to strain your back at all. But all we're going to do is come in and pull these two pins and clips. From there, we can let it lower down. And the angle of our cargo now goes from straight up to kind of more of an angle like that. So I'm going to set these pins and clips down real quick. Get my tape measure out and get it ready for that automatic opening trunk. Just about like that. Let's open it up. Now you can see right there, doesn't even come close to making contact. So it's going to help out a lot when trying to gain access to the trunk. And we'll go ahead and close everything up, show you how to get it back in place. Again, if you have a lot of weight, don't be afraid to ask for an extra set of hands. We'll bring it back up and replace both the pins and clips. Now I'm only going to replace the clip of this top pin right here. I'm going to leave this one out just because we're going to remove that pin later. Now with any hitch-mounted accessory, you do have added length to your vehicle. It's always something you want to keep in mind. So for our cases, let's go ahead and measure from the bumper of our Subaru to the outermost point of our carrier. We've got about 43.5 inches added on to the back of our vehicle. For our ground clearance, we are sitting pretty high, so we're probably not going to worry about bottoming out. We're about 23.25 inches right there off the ground. That's a good amount of ground clearance, like I said. Probably don't have to worry about any inclines too much. But with that length added on, we can actually cut down on that space when the cargo carrier is empty by folding it up to the vehicle. And this is where the second pin comes into play. The reason I didn't replace that clip was because I didn't want to have to just pull it back out. So we'll take that and then we'll just fold it up and then replace it. And then this time we're going to put that clip back on. Now if we measure again from our bumper to the outermost point, we're down to about 16.5 inches. So we took away a lot of space. This is something you want to keep in mind for any close quarter situations, like maybe parking in your garage. Like it could mean all the difference in the world getting to shut your garage door without removing your cargo carrier. Now let's come down and see how it attaches to our hitch. We have a 2-inch by 2-inch hitch receiver on our Ascent. That is going to be what this shank is compatible with. We got a nice anti-rattle threaded hitch pin that takes away the shake and play from our cargo carrier, so it knocks out all that rattling. You can see the entire vehicle is moving as I shake it. What's really cool, we've added a hitch pin aligner. Basically what this is, it's a little bracket that once you get it installed on your Subaru, just push it all the way to the face of your hitch, tighten down that little bolt right there, and all that's going to do is help you with aligning your hitch pin hole every single time you install this. So once we take it out and take the shank out of our hitch, once we put it back in, we just push the shank along until it makes contact with that hitch pin aligner, and then this time we don't have to lay down, line up our hitch pin holes, and try to get it just right so we don't have to worry about going through that hassle anymore. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope this information helped you out. But that'll do it for our test fit of the etrailer.Com tilting and folding cargo carrier on our 2019 Subaru Ascent.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.